Have you ever wondered what kind of vehicles the military use to ensure the bad guys don't stand a chance? While it's a scandal that we live in a world that needs the military, we can still appreciate the absolute beasts of the military vehicles. This video is going to look at the 10 most insane military vehicles in the world. When we say vehicles, ordinary vehicles may come to mind that can only drive along, fly, or sail over water. Still, military vehicles are much more than that. They have incredible abilities. Let's begin with our number 10, the F-22. Undoubtedly, the F-22 is currently the best fighter in the world, according to many experts in the world's military and aerospace industries. Even with a brief look at the appearance of this well-made fighter aircraft, you can find out how fantastic this American single-seat twin-engine aircraft is. Although little information has come out by the Department of Defense about the steps and materials used to build the aircraft, the ability to break the sound barrier, complete radar evasion, and carry cruise missiles can be considered a small part of the Raptor's capabilities. According to the information released by the U.S. Air Force, the cost of building each of these aircraft is over $150 million, and the total cost of production is over $65 billion. The high cost of producing the F-22 prompted the U.S. Department of Defense to suspend the project in 2009. Number 9. Giant RS-24 Yars. This is a Russian-made mobile nuclear intercontinental ballistic missile that can be mounted on the truck carrier. Giant RS-24 Yars is another example displayed in the Victory Day Parade and dazzled everyone. The first production was in 2004. This intercontinental ballistic missile launcher system, ICBM for short, entered the parade route with remote-controlled demining vehicles. The MIRV RS-24 Yars was first tested in 2007. It could transport massive intercontinental ballistic missiles with its powerful 800 HP engine. Number 8. CVN-77. This aircraft carrier is named after veteran soldier and former U.S. President George H.W. Bush. The ship is the latest warship capable of carrying a wide range of military equipment built for the U.S. Navy. Construction of the ship began in 2001 at $6.2 billion. It was launched in Virginia in 2009 with the completion of the project. With an approximate length of 335 meters, the Bush aircraft carrier is one of the longest ships in the world. The maximum speed exceeds 30 knots, which receives its power from 2 nuclear reactors installed in the ship. Number 7. M65 Atomic Cannon. M65 Atomic Cannon, known as Atomic Annie, built by the United States, was an artillery piece of war equipment. During the Cold War, the U.S. military needed to protect its troops from nuclear weapons. The idea was to build a vehicle that could carry a nuclear weapon and fire it. It was the largest mobile artillery equipment ever made. At 20 miles, the M65 Atomic Cannon can fire a 280mm nuclear bomb. However, its production was stopped in the mid-1960s because it was too large and slow, requiring 2 tractors before moving and a bulldozer that would open the way for it when traveling off-road. Number 6. Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit. The B-2 is one of the best stealth bombers in the United States, capable of carrying weapons and atomic and non-atomic bombs. Advanced radar evasion capability allows the B-2 to quickly penetrate enemy-equipped defense lines and destroy its targets. In addition, its heavy strategic bomber features low observable stealth technology designed for penetrating dense anti-aircraft defenses. The cost of production in 1997 during the Cold War was $737 million, which is currently up to about $2 billion in terms of parts supply and maintenance costs. Number 5. The Barinetti VVA-14. One of the most insane military inventions of the Soviet Union in constructing the aircraft was called 14 VVA. Its design goes back to 1962. Then, the Soviet Union began to build bizarre military equipment and military inventions to counter the United States during the Cold War. One of these pieces of equipment was the 14 VVA, which was a wing-in ground effect aircraft. It was designed by an Italian-born engineer named Robert Bartini. He had aimed to create an aircraft that is capable of taking off from the sea and flying speedily over long distances. It was to make flights at high height but also have the ability to fly efficiently just above the sea, utilizing the aerodynamic ground effect. The Soviet project aimed at building an amphibious aircraft capable of destroying American Polaris missile submarines. Number 4. The V22. The V22 Osprey is a multi-mission aircraft with the ability to land and take off vertically, like a helicopter produced by the American military. The V22 Osprey, with its dual-piloted self-deployable features, is designed for combat support, and any special operations missions worldwide. However, due to the ability to rotate the engines and become an aircraft, the V22 can fly faster than any helicopter and reach the maximum aircraft speed with a turboprop engine. The first military operation of this aircraft took place in 2007 during the Iraq War. Since 2008, the cost of the V22 project has seen $27 billion. And according to published reports, the cost of producing each of these aircraft is $67 million. Number 3. Howitzers. Initially, the most giant cannons and howitzers were mounted only on ships. Still, the Germans changed the rules and introduced ground-based models. After World War I, Russia and the United Kingdom also thought of building their own howitzers. However, due to the heavy weight of these structures and their very difficult displacement, these plans were practically forgotten. Even during World War II, with the advent of bombers capable of carrying heavier payloads, there was virtually no chance of designing these cannons. Number 2. Daly's Hawkeye. The Hawkeye is mainly made by ADF, or the Australian Defence Force. This is a new generation of protected vehicles that can accommodate 6 soldiers, and it is able to operate in high-threat environments such as blasting and ballistic threats. It has a versatile design, meaning that Daly's Hawkeye can play various roles with little or no modification. This lightweight protected vehicle is named after a stealthy species of death adder, Acanthopus hawkeye, a native of Australia. This vehicle has been tested against IED to ensure its maximum protection. Number 1. Typhoon-class submarine. Russia broke all the previous records of insane military vehicles by building the first Typhoon-class submarine in the late 1970s, launching the torpedo about 175 meters long, 5.13 meters wide. It was assumed as one of the most ingenious Soviet military inventions. Typhoon is a class of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines designed and built by the Soviet Union for the Soviet Navy. Typhoons are the largest submarines ever made, capable of accommodating comfortable living facilities for 160 crew members when submerged for months on end. However, the Russian Navy canceled its Typhoon modernization plans in March of 2012. Which of these vehicles was the most incredible to you? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, be sure to click on the recommended videos on the left and right side of the screen for more awesome binge-worthy content from us. See ya!